2023, he'll be tired. He could have a good heart, good everything good, but the brain is going down. You're not holding the end, you're moving down the hill. This is nature. My father, right now, I buy him paper. Every day I gotta buy a paper. There's a man who bought me paper before. I'm buying paper now because the time has reached. So I thought the old man could be president in 2017 and run for this. And he said, he said, when you run for one term, he insisted. I agree with him. 2023, no, I disagree. In my mind, he should rest, find somebody else.
I'm filled with a profound sense of gratitude and humility. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve as your president of the transition. About the data account is United States cornerstone of leadership, keeping about our own goals and helping build a stronger and more vision of our strong on observing the tenets of the speech. The rule of law. May God bless you all, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Liberia. Those who wrote the speech, inauguration, everybody happy. We are rejoicing over the defeat of the old regime. We are rejoicing about our effort to bring a new regime. Then we'll sit down with happiness. We go write paper for that 79-year-old man. He's struggling to read. Then you go there, I will tell you that nation, I will tell you US, I will bring one for you. Because you think one for you, transit. By the time the open of bring, when you got to the
when you elect a clown and you think that he will be a king, what he does is to convert the kingdom into a circus. This is what we must deal with, and this is what we must say. Who do we elect into our public offices? Because, as I've said before, when you allow hyenas to take care of goats, why should you be surprised when the goats are eaten? This is the same. And Africa is only going to realize our potential in all areas when, by dint of choice, we enable and allow our best men and women to serve in different areas. I've heard it being said about Lee Kuan Yew in Singapore. I've heard it being suggested about Mahathir Mohamad in Malaysia. I've heard it being said about Japan. I've heard it being said about other countries, but there was a conscious decision on the part of those individuals and the followership. We always talk about leaders, but we never talk about the followers. The followers must also style up. Africans on average are for some reason attracted to thieves. Africans are for some reason attracted to men and women who cannot serve her. And when they are not served, then they complain. When Africans are told, choose you now whom we shall release, Jesus of Nazareth or Barabbas, they say, release Barabbas. And when Barabbas behaves like Barabbas, they say, why are you not behaving like Christ? It cannot be done.
In May of 2001, signed a second of two executive orders, number 13213, Defense Exhibit D310, in which it was stated, and I quote, the government of Liberia's complicity in the RUF's illicit trade in diamonds and its other forms of support for the RUF are direct challenges to the United States foreign policy objectives in the region, as well as the rule-based international order that is critical to the peace and prosperity of the United States. Therefore, I find these actions by the government of Liberia contribute to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the foreign policy of the United States described in Executive Order 13194, with respect to which the President declared a national emergency. This executive order did not say the alleged complicity, it concluded the complicity. The conspiracy was born, all systems put into motion, and here I stand today. I never stood a chance. This is the broader contextual matrix that regrettably did not and still has not seen the light of day in these proceedings, despite the gallant efforts by the defense, to unearth and reveal the contextual framework behind the charges against me. Now, with the two executive orders, the dogs were let out, so to speak. What followed was a dispatch of the attack pack led by Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, Defense Intelligence, 30 years, prosecutor. He, Crane, unlawfully unsealed the court's sealed indictment to his handlers, senior U.S. government officials at the U.S. Embassy in Freetown, and was never held to account. The rest of the operational team are Colonel Brandon Hollis, Defense Intelligence, CIA, U.S. Air Force, Senior Trial Counsel, and our prosecutor. James C. Johnson, U.S. Army expert, 20 years, unconventional and special operations, Chief of Prosecutions for the SCSL. Alan White, 30 years, Defense Intelligence, recalled from retirement to head up investigations at the Special Court of Sierra Leone. Stephen J. Rapp came on board as chief prosecutor for a short time of experience from Capitol Hill, where he served with a U.S. Senate Judiciary Committee sometime before. It came as no surprise to me that as a reward of sorts for Stephen Rapp's diligence in the execution of U.S. foreign policy objectives through these ad hoc tribunals, he was appointed U.S. Ambassador at large for war crimes issues. In support of the contextual framework of politics, on February 8, 2006, Lieutenant Colonel David Crane, prosecutor, appeared before a U.S. Congress Subcommittee on Africa, Defense Exhibit D-404, and spelled out in clear terms the decision taken in support of regime change in Liberia and what needed to happen to solidify that process. There was little mention, if any, in his testimony about Sierra Leone. And here is what he said. I posted that 5 years from now, when the international community is challenged by other crises, Taylor in Calabar, under the protection of Nigeria, will make his move. We will wake up one morning and watch on CNN as Taylor rides triumphantly down the main street in Monrovia to the executive mansion, daring all of us to come and get him. Unless he is handed over to the Special Court for Sierra Leone, this scenario is not out of the realm of possibilities. He then asked, how do we assure Liberia's future? And he answers that. Ultimately, he says, what we do about Taylor in the next several weeks will determine the fate of Liberia and the new administration of its president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. Crane then sets out several plans, two of which I'll state here. He said, first, hand Charles Taylor over to the Special Court for Sierra Leone for a fair trial, his kind of trial. This takes him out of the local and regional dynamics that is West Africa. Second, tie any financial and political support to good governance in Liberia. Time does not permit, but the exhibits are present. Not even the Nigerian nation was spared from threats and intimidation, as explained by Femi Kayode, press secretary to President Obasanjo, the Nigerian head of state, who was with him in Washington when President George W. Bush promised, and I quote, to bring Nigeria to its knees if Taylor was not turned over to the Special Court. And what happened? Obasanjo buckled and capitulated. Now, this demonstrates the significant pressure that was brought to bear on President Obasanjo, irrespective of his personal and leadership obligations to the West African sub-region. And therein lies the dilemma for current African heads of state and government, but how to enter into binding commitments and obligations with the African pairs and remain steadfast, resolute, and unyielding in their fidelity to those agreements in the face of such unrelenting and punishing pressure from powerful Western leaders.
Gabriel had to go see to the mainland too.
Oh, so the man wanted for you to go see on the web post.
Yeah, he said I'm going to go see to the women too to get money into the so that we go take it from there. I said, my man, how many bars for the same lecture?
Then how can the police catch you now?
The police people. Before the man called me back, now on the 18th, they more.
The same man now?
Yeah, the same man.
The same man who want for you to go steal?
Yeah, he called me on the 18th.
Yeah.
Now in the around about 8:30, the man called me. He said, oh, my man, now the lecture been there, I'll call you back again.
So that time you go to work?
I go to work. I go to work.
You live for a working place, you come to the man?
Yeah, I'm from to my working area to Clarence to now go to the man.
To go steal now?
No, I'm not go steal. And I go sleep. I go to yeah. How you question me? The thing you want for me to explain for you to understand, then you still questioning me, doubling the question. How many talk clear now?
Okay, let's go now. I beg you, sorry.
I say
When I call you in the name now.
when a man come in there,
Yeah.
he asked me, say, how many of you are working to the area? I say we are 3.
You told the message you're 3.
Yeah. So he said, I want you tea to carry to
The message you want to give you what?
tea. Have milk tea. Have milk tea.
Oh, milk tea.
Yeah.
For you to drink.
With bread.
The bread.
3 pieces of real bread.
With egg inside.
You add into my butter. So when I carry it to the man, say carry it to the man. When you give it to the man, then you must come back to the car.
So the food make you now, you carry now so you can go convince your friend now.
Yeah. When I give it to the man, the man say thank you. I say okay. The man say, oh, where you going now? I say, oh, I'm going right here. So one of my friends called me.
And the same man you going to now.
Yeah, the same man.
And the man tell you say he want for you to go steal.
No, yeah. So when I go to the man, he say clean the car. Then they are 2 now.
In the Jeep.
In a G. Then they are 2.
A big Jeep. Oh.
Yeah.
That one.
Black BG. Photo G.
Photo Jeep.
Yeah. So when I clean the car now,
Air condition all inside.
no. Papa, you can't wait for me to spin. I'll lead the whole tour now. You can judge people.
I just asking you a question, sorry.
You can judge people like can come here.
No, I'm a journalist. I beg you, sorry.
The way you double in the question, can I say when I move from here, I'll free? Can I say when I move from here, I'll free? You said one talk again. I wanted to mean a whole talk clear to you, but you double in the question. Hi, land looking, hi, you looking, hi, looking. Then you want force and no more word there again. Why not be looking to the top? I'm not going to talk again. And said they call me to the office. I go explain.
I think you explain to me that you come to get you say you carry the tea to the man. After you carry the tea to the man and you come back. So what next?
And for me, pal, not there.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Waiting for the slumber. Stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta whip us some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. People fool us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They get lies, they get steal. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to a lot of damages. We tired with their speech they preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So why did you lie? Why did you steal? Why did you allow it?
And President Sirleaf said,
We just tell you.
Liberia is at a crossroad.
We'll tell you.
It's about time that the executive
You screw us. You use us and later on abuse us.
speak.
Why?
It's about time that the legislators enact laws or make laws and not laws. It's about time that the judiciary who act on cases that are tied to the growth of our democracy. The Supreme Court, represented by the Justice in Chamber, on today begin to act on key cases that are before it. Let me say a very, very pleasant good evening to all of you across the country. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon to all of you in the diaspora. Our friends, our fans, our followers, our critics. Oh yes, even those of you who do not like the things we say and the way we say them.
Your vision and your mission, your intention to the nation.
It's good to have you joining us tonight on the Monday's edition of the show. This is Freedom Hard Talk. The political fellowship is back. I see all of our members are joining us tonight to fellowship. Tonight's fellowship is going to focus on the rally tomorrow, the march to the capital. Tomorrow, Liberians from all walks of life have decided to converge from different locations to converge at the capital and send a message to their lawmakers, send a message to the government. Tonight, the show is about you because you are the one who will be marching tomorrow. Tonight, we will be soliciting your commitment, your assurance. We want to hear how determined you are, how committed you are to join the march to the capital tomorrow. It's also going to be taking place in the US. So it's going to be a simultaneous gathering across the country. We are told another one is being organized in Brussels. Liberians are tired and want to send a message to the lawmakers to go back in your chamber where we pay you to sit and do what is necessary. If you want to impeach, if you want to remove, if you want to slap, if you want to blow, if you want to fight, that chamber, you are guarded. Nobody holds anything against you if you take any action or make any utterance in that chamber. So we want you to go to that chamber. The Chinese spend a lot of money to get that place constructed. The government is spending a lot of money to get that place maintained. The lawmakers are being paid huge amounts, giving you luxurious vehicles. The securities are being paid by the state to go in there and interact with their colleagues. And so Liberians are speaking tonight. We're going to talk to Liberians. We all are going to fellowship together tonight because tomorrow is the D-Day. Tomorrow is the big day in the country. The first ever national gathering of citizens from all walks of life, the teachers, the health workers, the aggrieved civil servants.
People tired with their rhetoric. People tired. They tired. You see the reason why we ask why the government betray. They have enough of time.
Even the police officers who have not been paid since January.
Crying for hunger. Your vision and your mission, your intention to them.
Dismissed servicemen and women.
You got nothing to show.
The student, the different student groups.
Why? The government should lie. Why? But that the question.
Folks from all walks of life, different spectrum of the society are converging tomorrow. On today, the two sides of the House of Representatives were able to sit before the justice in chamber, Yamin Bese, and present their arguments to their lawyers. There's a small clarity we want to make. What is this news about lawmakers falling? Lawmakers falling at RLJ. They said their naked videos and pictures are all around the place. RLJ is going to be a place, a hotel to remember. And all those guys should have left that place. The U.S. department, the U.S. government has issued a statement to the embassy near Monrovia on the appointment of Councillor Jala Babu.
The thing we saw, it frustrates us.
What is the U.S. saying? We're going to read for you what they're saying. Tonight we have too many juicy things we'll make yet, but tomorrow we want to focus on tomorrow's gathering because it is going to be big, heavy, wide and strong. We are sure that the state security will be there to provide guardians, draw their lines, where you have to march to pass and get to the Capitol building. The police will ensure that you put you in order and say, stand before the entrance, no lawlessness, nothing. You go there and present your petition to your lawmakers. So yes, that's the size and shape tonight of the Monday's edition. Today is the 4th of November. And yes, tonight there, we told you the cash is there. We give you cash and every night on the show, but you have to deserve it. So Don't forget, this program is proudly sponsored by Crime Stopper Liberia. And very shortly, we take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia, and in partnership with Radio Entertainment as well. Don't forget, this month we are celebrating our anniversary. I'm talking about Freedom FM. This month we are celebrating our anniversary. And so our anniversary activities will run from the 15th to the 16th of this month. On the 15th, we will be in the borough of New Town on D12 at the D12 Sports page. All of us will be there. You'll see us in our jersey to play that day. We've invited other people to play along with us. Kings FM will be there. The folks from Hot FM will be there. And Team Sibo will also be there. Those are 4 teams. Freedom FM, Kings FM, Hot FM, and Team Sibo. Texan Sibo will bring a boss over and we'll play soccer that entire day and spend our entire day in Nukutan and all of that. And then on Saturday, we'll move across to Hotel Africa at the Riverview Beach, where we'll be there to interact with all of our fans. Those of you who have seen us and still want to see us. Those of you who have not seen us and want to see us. Those of you who, and all of you who want to interact with us on the 15th and the 16th of this month are perfect days and opportunities that you have to see and interact with all of us here at Freedom FM. So again, we will be talking more as the time goes by, but we are encouraging you to come. Friday the 15th of November, D12 in Nikutan. Saturday the 16th of November, Hotel Africa Road, Riverside Beach. We all will be there and having some fun, interacting, getting to know new people, getting to meet all of our fans and our followers, and even our critics. And those of you who do not like the things we say, we will be there for us to interact. So yeah, so that's it for it. Let's take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we have juicy information. All of you are our fellowship members who have joined us tonight. We're coming to you. We can see that our membership is growing, and so we keep encouraging you to invite more members to our fellowship. Every day we fellowship here from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Mondays through Fridays. So encourage more members, invite more members, share the link, and invite others to follow. Let's take a word from our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia. When we come back, we move into the real deal. Too many things happening, and we have to talk some of those things. Lawmakers are falling.
There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands, call the right authority. Really can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. I'm a part of report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is here for you. Remember, you see it, you report it. This is a message from your own self, Omen Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, On the sector to interior crime stop, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all.
Okay, thank you very much, OMSM Science, Scrum Stopper Liberia. Let's talk to our members tonight. All of our members who've joined us tonight, let's welcome our new members and our old members to tonight's fellowship. It's good to have all of you joining us tonight on tonight's fellowship. Anita Ross has joined us from Matali. Mohammed Balo has joined us from Broville, my own Broville. Joel Tiwi has joined us from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, that's in the U.S. Rich Ha has joined us tonight. Sidiki Toure is joining us tonight. Helena Wilson, Austin Benda, my own man, who can disagree with me from Puri River. Welcome to all of you. Welcome to tonight's fellowship. CDC Pape Success Keita for Life has joined us tonight. Sylvester Sion from the US has also joined us. Asata Miller has joined us tonight from her area tonight in Soul Clinic. Nehemiah Snare, Yaman Freeman from Johnsonville, Mawata Bedeti, Wata Bowman, Vinicius Jr. From Caldwell have all joined us tonight. Dubon Hill has joined us tonight from Charlotte in the US. Emmanuel Bro, our man, is also joining us tonight from the US. Kelvin Soko from the US. Dennis Sharif from Morovia has joined us tonight. Peya Joshua from GSA Rule. Abraham Ducle from Claratown. Emmanuel Bro, yes. Tina Lorenzo is joining us tonight as well. Pakajala from Barclayville. Stephen Yekedi is also joining us. Arnold Taylor from Michigan. Masia Sawimpi. Sewani. Masia Sewani has joined us. Aliu Kamara. Comfort Man Cooper from Staten Island. Cecilia Logan have all joined us tonight. There are some new members who seen tonight. Hope tonight will be your first and the last time, and not your last time being here. Sorry. Augustus Help from our Broad Street, James Lamy, Abu Bakar Sharif, Ellis Kolu, and Frederick Whitty. All of you. Oh no, you're too many. Frederick. Oh no, Marco there, Prince Scotty, Charles William, James Scotty, Nelly, Kara, Chi Nimne, Archbishop, Junior Emmanuel. Somebody everything pushing you up. I lost Junior Emmanuel. James Galakpa, Musa Sharif. All of you are members tonight who are joining us tonight. It's good to have all of you. Mark Sayon down from Waterloo in Iowa there. All of you who join us tonight is firing that, so you have to tell your neighbors and all the new members here in this fellowship we can fire. Okay, so you have to tell all your neighbors who can fire, and so we're about to fire them. There are things happening in the country. Look, if we don't engage these people and talk to them, the country will be loose, like Joe Barker is being loose. Our lawmakers will be loose because the president is loose. The judiciary will say, let's just sit down and fold our hands and don't do anything because the president is sitting and doing nothing, and the lawmakers are there exchanging bribes and sleeping in luxurious hotel just to sign a petition to remove a speaker. So the entire country should be lawless. At this point, it becomes the citizens' responsibility to get involved and engage their leaders. Even if tears and blood are rolling down your eyes or your cheek, engage your leaders. You're doing it for a cause. Today, the war is celebrating people not because those people were maybe demon gods. They are celebrating those people because they stood firm, they wore bravery, and to look in the faces of their leaders and say, this will not happen. And say, we will not allow this one, this time around, in this century, in this era, to happen. You see, I take out my coat tonight, I put my coat way on that side. I roll my sleeves, put my coat way on that side. All right. So tonight we're going to engage on the different issues. Like we said, that with Dubai has joined us, right? Okay, so Duana Dubai has joined us tonight. Dubai, welcome.
Yeah, just give me a few seconds, Austin. Give me a few seconds.
Okay, so Pretty in a jiffy, Dubai will join us. So tonight, yeah, at the different issues. But first of all, let's read for you what is happening with. Let's read for you what the U.S. government had to say, and then we come back. We can do some. We get small cash to give out tonight. So yeah, please bear with us. In the just give us 5 minutes. Let's talk to just 3 persons from our full 1 hour, 5,000 hours. After 5 minutes, we'll come back and talk the issues. Right? We're begging you. We'll have some documentaries to play here tonight for you to hear. We have some stuff, enough things to play here tonight. So the show in the next 1 hour, 30 minutes is going to be very interesting and very juicy for all of you. Trust me, you will not regret coming to fellowship tonight. You will never regret coming to this political fellowship tonight. I can assure you that one. Moving forward. So this was what the U.S. government issued. The U.S. embassy, they said the U.S. embassy looks forward to working with Jalal Babu in his role as the executive director for the War and Economic Crimes Court. We applaud the Liberian government and specifically Justice Minister N. Oswald Twe for an inclusive selection process. We stand ready to support Councillor Babu and all Liberians as they establish a court to bring justice for the victims of the gravest crimes committed during Liberia's civil wars. So the U.S. government has embraced and welcomed the selection of Jalal Babu, and we too have also done that. I see a lot of people asking me about naked video of lawmakers, and they want me to speak to it. I have a breaking news for you. I will speak to that right after our cash giveaway. So, about that whole naked picture, Benny, way they mean finish doing the cash giveaway. I will break the news about that whole naked picture, Benny, because yes. And then we'll come to talk about the Supreme Court and talk about march tomorrow. Tomorrow we are marching up Capitol Hill, and we are motivating you, we are encouraging you. I will be there. But I will be there live. So you will say, oh, they sit on the radio and encourage people to go to Capitol building and we can't see them. I will be there live in support of a citizen action that is guided by democratic principles, that is guided by democratic norms, that is guided by democratic standards. And so the people who go in at Capitol building tomorrow, they are going there in the confines of the laws, in the confines of the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. And the state, we're not begging the state. We are not asking the state. We will not beg the state. We will not ask the state. We will not beg the police. We will not encourage the organizers to ask the police or ask the police for protection. The police is on a moral and legal and fundamental, on a moral and legal obligation to provide security for any group of Liberians that decide to assemble in a peaceable manner. That is in keeping with our constitution. So the state is on an obligation. The police officers are working for us and in our behalf. And so we do not need no group of Liberians or no group of organizers of an assembly will say we have to go to the police, ask them to please provide security or please provide lead a way for us to go and just march with placards and present a statement to lawmakers. You don't need that. All we encourage you to do tomorrow is make sure you have enough of everything that you will need at your home tomorrow. Because for the next couple of days, if nothing is done, those protesters or demonstrators will not leave from the capital. We can say that because we've been told by the organizers that if nothing is done, they will not leave the capital. No, they will not leave the capital. So let's welcome Dubai. I'm sure he said now. Dubai, are you ready? Okay, Dubai is not said yet. So now, I think we can't do. No, let me just do one or two. Just bear me. Let me just give me 2 minutes. Let me talk to one or two persons quickly. You know, the people can win money. So when they win money, we have to at least talk to them small, just small kikini, and tell them congratulations. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? How are you doing?
Who's it?
My name is Austin Kawa. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Yeah.
What is your name?
My name is Dollar.
Yama, check your phone. You have been playing our cash giveaway, so we have sent you $5,000, and we need you to check your phone and confirm that you received the money.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you.
please check your phone, Yama.
All right.
Okay, so she has to check her phone. Today is November 4th. How many of you, all of you who join us tonight to worship as part of our as members of our political fellowship, how many of you remember November 4th? What do you remember about November 4th? Let me give you a moment to reflect. Listen to this and listen to this, Skinny.
That we stand in one of the most momentous periods of human history. And in these days of emotional tension, when the problems of the world, suffice it to say that we stand in one of the most momentous periods of human history. And in these days of emotional tension, when the problems of the world are gigantic in extent and chaotic in detail, all men of goodwill must make the right decisions.
Hello?
And on Tuesday, 1 week from today,
Hello?
the people of this nation must...
So the time, yeah, Yama, how you doing?
Yeah, thank God, I received it. Thank you.
Okay. So the time is coming for you. Men, as used by Martin Luther King there, is a representation of both genders, men and women. So we use human being or citizens as a representation of all men. All citizens, the time is coming for you to make a decision. And tonight's show will focus on that time for you to make the right decision. I see some of our friends arguing, all of that, but we'll both in those arguments. So tonight's cash giveaway to play is *799# *799#, and you send, and then you select option number 11, and then after you select option number 11, you send, and then you wait for a few seconds. You select other option number 1 to play in USD, or option number 2 to play in LD, and whichever option you select, you send and wait for a few seconds and enter your mobile money password. Okay? Now, so yeah, sure, we that's it. So that's what as we're talking, you be playing your cash giveaway. Tonight we are mobilizing for tomorrow's gathering. So we'll not be focusing too much on, we'll be doing the joy and sending your money to you automatically. Okay, so you just be playing while we're talking. We talk, you play, you win. That's all, because we want to talk. We have our fellowship members that they've come here tonight to worship with us. Let's worship together. This political fellowship. Rana Dubayu, I see he's back, so let's welcome Dubayu.
Thank you, my dear brother Austin Kawab. Thanks to Liberian people, and we are glad to be here.
Welcome to the political fellowship.
Yeah. Thank you, Austin. Are you getting me? Austin, are you getting me?
Sure, I'm getting you now.
Okay, yeah. So, like I said, thank you for standing firm. Thank you for being on. Last week was a difficult week for us, the panelists. You know, there were some technical issues. I guess they are resolved, and we are glad to be here. And to be here to do the Liberian people job. I listened to your intro, and the intro was extremely on point. And today, to tell you to what extent I'm having a very, extremely difficult Monday. I'm in the field that what you see, my internet is cracking. I'm somewhere far out of the city on a farm to do some assessment on urban farming. So, but we are here. Tomorrow is a critical day. If you're following, I've made my contribution as a member of the Secretariat of the CDC. Even though the protest is not a CDC protest, it's a Liberian people protest. But I told my boss man, and he instructed me, and we made our initial contribution, to the group. And we're asking everybody, people who believe in democracy, people who believe in the rule of law, people who believe that Liberia is for all of us, who believe that they can celebrate Martin Luther King because he's an icon. And you too, you now have the opportunity to register yourself as the new Martin Luther King. So we are here to do elaborate people work us saying we are here gracefully, you know. All of these things are happening. We're not talking about Crooked Joe again. I saw LDC, they are about to increase the price of meter, the price of electricity, all of these bad activities, bad governance ongoing. Mr. Joe doesn't care. He wants the North to be around because by that he can go freely. Nothing happens to him. We're hoping everything will get settled. So we are here.
So we are here. So folks, y'all see me using napkin tonight. The studio is heating, so we are sweating. But we have to do the people's job. So let's listen to Priscilla Cooper, what she had to say today. District number 5 representative Priscilla Cooper held a press conference today and issued a short statement. Let's play that statement and we can go to our different stuff. So listen to her very keenly. Okay, is there 2 minutes 22 seconds?
Saga at the Capitol Hill. Press statement by Honorable Priscilla Abraham Cooper, Representative District Number 5, Moserado County, November 4th, 2024 at this time. Today, I announce my decision to scale back my participation from the effort to remove Honorable Councillor J. Funati Kofa as Speaker of the 55th House of Representatives until such time when the majority members who have secured the 49 votes required to constitute a two-term majority in order to constitutionally remove him as Speaker. My initial decision to support the majority members was based on my interest in some of the clauses in the resolution, with the opportunity of giving the Speaker due process to address those concerns as enshrined in Article 49 and 28 of the 1986 Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, as well as our Rule 9.1 of the Rules and Procedures of the House of Representatives. It has been over 1 month and this procedure has not been followed. I'm disengaging myself to wait until the right procedures are followed. It is essential that we avoid engaging into anything that will have the propensity of derailing the progress of our democracy or that which could be the cause of undermining President Boyka's arrest agenda, which prioritizes reform and stability for all Liberians. I therefore call upon my colleagues, the majority members, to return to the session recognized by law, constitution, and rules so that we can refocus on doing the people's business in a lawful, unified, productive, and constitutional, as well as constructive manner while we await the petition to come to session or plenary for our actions. The Liberian people deserve a government committed to the progress and are being dedicated.
Okay, so let's take it down. Thank you to Madam Priscilla Cooper. Let's take it down. Let's also go to, so on today, after the Supreme Court hearing, these were some utterances from lawmakers. Some of the lawmakers did an interview or heard a conversation, and we need to play for you to hear them. The different views about the happening of the House of Representatives. So let's get this one from here. Okay, I don't want to get the wrong audio. Okay, this should be the right one. So let's hear what they have to say today. Let's hear them. So this starts with Musa Ability.
At that point, you catch the vote, and the speaker is the vote. If you don't have it, it's there. The justice in Chimos. Yes, I support the fact that when all of us come to the chamber, under the level of the speaker, the complete is made, the speaker has to refuse himself. That's what we have said. To the justice, the speaker remove himself, and then the deputy speaker or the presiding officer is elected. So, preside, and at that point,
So something funny but interesting is about to happen. This is Musa Hassan Belete speaking. And standing behind him is Bon County Representative for the family, But listen to the drama, okay?
We hear him, and then we vote whatever that we want him to be. But I think again, as you see for the here, you let me read the whole thing upside down. So before you go on about
So basically say, as you see, for is here, you can read the whole thing upside down. So that listen to what basically described as upside down. Listen to the family there. Interpretation of what they are doing. I'm told Fode is a law school student. Benete is not.
The justice was very clear. The justice said, and our lawyer said, we have that begin the due process.
So this is Fode family talking.
It was on Thursday that the deputy speaker presided, and there has been an official communication of a complaint sent to the deputy chief who received that complaint, and that complaint was presented to the justice in chamber. Nothing. Where the complaint will be read, where we will begin the process of due process. Are you going to in the joint chamber? In the joint chamber, the law provides that where quorum is there where transactions of business is. And as I speak to you, the deputy speaker is presiding over section.
Okay, so we can stop it right there. You listen to Fode Farmer there. Describing, he said they're going back to the joint chamber, even though he said that the justice in chamber told them that they were proceeding illegally and wrongly, and they are not giving, and they even admitted that Councillor Sherman, who is their lawyer, admitted to not giving Councillor Sherman, Councillor Kofa due process. And this is the reason why you see the citizens are marching on tomorrow to Capitol Building, calling for due process. And due process will be given, they say, in a competent place, a court of competent jurisdiction. So the law has to define, define where is a competent jurisdiction. So they say the legislature is a place, the plenary is a quasi-judicial place. So that's why they require due process. So we know whether the joint chamber. Anyway, that's it for those lawmakers of Capitol Hill, Dubai. So that's what happened today up Capitol Hill. The Supreme Court here, I'm told that they have not issued, they reserved their ruling, and they are going to communicate their ruling at another time, and all of that. So Priscilla Cooper's statement versus Fode family. Fode is saying they are legally proceeding. Priscilla Cooper, who was a member of them, convened a press conference today, issued a statement saying their gallery is illegal. Their gallery is not guarded or protected by the Constitution, and she urged all of them to return to the main chamber. She called it the constitutionally and lawfully acceptable chamber, the place that is guarded by the law, the Constitution, the rules. So this is where we are on this entire issue, which has provoked the citizens to gather tomorrow and march to the Capitol to send a message to everybody, including the lawmakers, specifically the lawmakers, on what they need their lawmakers to do. This is where the country is. The country is at a standstill. Lawmakers are not going to work. They are in hotels, and their naked pictures and videos are coming outside. They are negotiating with girls now. Some are offering $40,000. Some are offering $55,000 to have the video, an entire phone that has the video deleted. I don't know how is that going to work, but that's just to spark the conversation up on there today. So let's hear you, Dubai.
Yeah, so I was saying, let me say this. I listened to Brother Fully Fambule, flip-flopping, talking nonsense with extreme confidence, and he's just shameful. He makes zero sense. If he were my student, I would fear him, even for a conduct outside my class, because he's reading the law outside there, and that's going to reflect on me if I were his instructor. So again, but what do you expect? They are ashamed. They got no boss. It's right now, you know, sometimes pride, echo can overshadow you. Sometimes you don't know how to detour. But so much shame in our famous Liberal Palace is better than Big Shame. So let them revert. Go back and do what is right. It's what the Supreme Court have said. Give them a long finger. You say, Austin, you in studio right now, you came today, and this is the wrong way you're doing it broadcasting. You can be broadcasting, calling people name. Go back and do what is right, even though you're a journalist, but there are core ethics in journalism. You can just be a journalist, then somebody go in a hotel, two people go there, they come outside, say, what you do there? And they say, we can say, they say, you just go and give any headline. Because you are a journalist, doesn't give you that right to invade privacy. So there are core ethics, there are procedures set aside in guarding you as a journalist, even though your role is to unveil the ills of society. But you can't go in the church and the pastor preaching, and then on the pulpit you say you want to interview him right there when there is a time and place that the pastor is supposed to answer you. Are you getting a scenario? So everything you do. Yeah, there are scenarios, there are guiding principles. In this specific case, the chamber is available for argument, debate, and claims and counterclaims, pros and cons. Everything can be seen, and people can take the side, whether you pros or you cons. The chambers is that legitimate arena, purposefully built by the Liberian people, pay money, so that people will debate. But now that process has been evaded. They went to the Supreme Court, which is the final arbiter of judgment. They are the sole interpreter of the organic law. You know what they call the organic law? Nobody made that law. It was the people that made that law. It came from a better and aspiration. It is the aspiration of the people. Even the legislative branch of government did not make the Constitution. The Constitution made the legislative branch. So the Constitution is a derivative of all of our collective will. Since it is the collective will of us, the way we want to govern ourselves, the way we want to be led, that vision, freedom FM, your policy, we got Crime Stopper, we're doing the money giveaway. These are things that are enshrined in our policy, in our corporate vision. It's what we try to exhibit, it's what we try to achieve through our broadcast and business medium. So it's the Constitution. That Constitution is the collective will of the Liberian people, and that collective will is on the shoulder of everyone to protect. It's guaranteed. And so in this case, to be specific, the Constitution says, yeah, you can remove this man when you get the number, but you can remove him in a bare room. You can go and gather the Samoa bar, people drink liquor and say, okay, the majority can media, so this is where the Quran is. That is an elementary, a myopic understanding, a backward understanding, backward in standard position, a backward, I don't know, a superlative craziness for somebody to think like that. It's stupidity is the most superlative form to the zenith. It's at the peak of unreasoning. People who do not reason, people who tap on the memory, your brain is turning upside down. Only you can reason like that to say to where the majority is. That one, then I mean, it just makes no sense. It's like playing soccer. You can just go grab any fee and go play there. There must be reverend who will officiate the match. Everything got rules. Even in war, there are rules. The Geneva Convention talk about people. You can be fighting war, then your enemy, they surround, put their hands up like they, and you shoot them. On the protocol of warfare, once a man surrender, you can kill him. You cannot capture the son of an army general and kill him, even though they may are killing you. But this man father is a general on the other end. You captivate him, carry him captive, keep him for exchange. So even in war, where people kill each other, also there are rules. Even on the street, there's Zogos and they got rules. Do you know that? Zogo on the street, those Zogos you see on the street, they got rules. You can't cross it. As a Zogo, you get your leader when anywhere you go in here because they may protect you. There are rules everywhere. It is shameful that the premier lawmaking house of the country, they are invading their own rules. They are invading the organic law. They are spitting, urinating, defecating on the sanctity of our Constitution, and this is extremely unacceptable. It's disappointing. I think that's the reason why the Liberian people gathering tomorrow to go for their voices to be heard. Progressive people from the quadrant of reasoning, they are gathering tomorrow, and I think this speaks a lot on the issue of I think it was the Mana Cooper. They say better late than never. Wise men change, but fool never change. Fool is inadvertently constant with his stupidity. But when you are wise, you change. Because he who knows that he knows not is wise. Deal with him in the minds of Socrates. But he who knows not and knows that he doesn't know, he who knows not and doesn't know that he doesn't know is very foolish. That person can change. But when you don't know,
ignorance there.
Extreme ignorance. I'm in that studio.
Ignorance.
I don't know how to put a microphone on. I'm aware that I don't know. It gives Austin that tools to help me. But I don't know how to put it on. Then I pretend like I know how to put it on. I'm not accepting that I don't know how to put it on. I'm clenching onto myself a knowledge that I do not require. I'll just waste people time in that studio. They will not listen to us. That's extreme stupidity. That's what Socrates say. He who knows that he knows not and knows that he knows not is wise. Deal with him. But he who knows not that he knows and pretending that he knows is very crazy. Don't waste your time on him. And what happened? So the lady, she has already considered. She knows that she was in error, and she has acknowledged it. She's waiting to correct that. She's wise. The Liberian people do business with her, but those fools on the extreme quadrant, on the far right, who are unscrupulously gallivanting, pretending to be the honorable men when they are, in real essence, dishonorable men and women. Shame on them. History recording upside down. And as it has other Mana Cooper, the people of District number 5 most rather county, they are proud of you, and you will be counted and captured in the annals of progressive history. Thank you very much, Austin, and I look forward to your portion of the analysis.
But let's have a listen to what happened prior to Madam Cooper's comment. These were people from her district who are going to protest. So this is Marco Thomas.
People invest in their business. At the end of the day, not getting no result. And they are passing 25,000 or 15,000 to moon the speaker. Because the corona, when he told them for the horse to be, all they tell that the investigation may don't honor people. Why about the letter? You can call back and not say his signature because he for the Liberian people. We take the number 4 and give it to you, and for you to take it and take our money and carry our resources to your children and make them rich, and we suffer. We the pass all around here in the storm, in the rain for your business, and you said that and take our money and carry on doing funny thing with girlfriend, and you can't say bullshit. But about Thomas, they will not return it on you now. You will leave and you will start down, and your payment should move on the paper for district number 4. Other people payment must leave there, but for you, if you move on, we not put you there for that.
All right, good morning. This is Banana TV. My name is Paul Yakano Jr. This morning, I see you. You are in a very angry mood. You are in a very angry mood. So, what led to your anger this morning?
Yes. I think that's here. I'm a native woman. For my customer business, I my own brother, we can change shut up. I was a pound. What family? For Magaton business, my son was on sick bed. I want the Magaton for crying, for it to happen. Yeah, but the key here, I want that they're going to judge. I get a letter. Say that time, I get Magaton a letter. But to happy, look at our US. Magaton can't wish it other days. To get to that, not the Magaton. And walk out first. My son.
So these are some of the disappointments the people are sharing. Different issues. Now, what it says is, you see, folks, let me tell all of you watching, especially those of you watching us. Sorry to say, but we have the most irresponsible group of lawmakers in the majority in the House. Today, I was listening to my colleague Judah's show, and Eddie Snow was on. Eddie Snow said something, and I said that he tried to take it back. But they were having a conversation. He was actually having a comparative, doing a comparative analysis of the composition of the House and the Senate. And the question was asked about how he's hearing that the news that they in the Senate want to remove Yombly. And Snow was basically saying, look, I love the way the Senate is structured. We are too much responsible people down there. We're mature. We know how to handle our issues. And then he comes and says, I'm not saying that people from the other side are not mature. But let's be frank, in essence, Snow was saying there are more mature and responsible people in the Senate. Honestly, they're not corrupt. But there are more responsible and mature people in the Senate. I say they didn't get a bought. I say they're perfect. I believe that the Senate is not perfect. I believe that we cannot exclude the Senate from our problems. We cannot blame the House alone. But on that issue about maturity, maybe in a manner they approach issue, in a manner they understand issue, in a manner they relate to issues, in a manner they react to issues, and all of that, I want to agree with Snow that there are more mature people on that side than this side. Because when you listen to the arguments and watch the posture of most of the people on the other side, you come to realize, is this country on the right track? Is this country ready for growth? Is this country ready for progress? Does this country look like a country that will be ready for growth anytime soon with the current composition of the House of Representatives in the majority bloc? Let's be frank. I'm not going to take my time again anymore to beg anybody or appeal to anybody. The same way these guys in the so-called majority bloc think that they are the only arrogant and careless and irresponsible and reckless and arrogant people that know everything. That's funny. That the point has reached. Because imagine somebody telling you, hey, and I said, don't remove me. I say there is a process to remove me. Come, follow the process. Remove me, I'll go. The citizens are saying, we not say remove Fonati or don't remove Fonati. We are saying go to where you ask what the law requires you to remove Fonati and follow the process you are supposed to use to remove him. Then you remove him. Nobody in Liberia argue against the removal of Fonati. Say we want him as speaker, you don't remove him. Nobody. Everybody is saying no. The process you want to use to remove him is not acceptable. So use the acceptable process. Even Belete, I listen to Belete, I listen to Yeke, I listen to Dixon people. Those are three persons that have said, if you say you want to remove the speaker, come to the chamber and remove him. As soon as you read for the 8th, I will make it for the 9. They all said it today. Belete reiterated that. Belete said, look, you come to this chamber, you develop a petition, you put your signature there, you submitted it through the process, the referral process. Let's go to the floor and vote. If you are in a majority, you should not be running away. Then the minority going to the chamber, then the majority running away. Nothing is making sense here, folks. Just nothing is making sense at all. 30 persons somewhere, 20 persons say we now want 20 persons again, 10 persons. If you are 14, you're in group 5, and you got 20 persons on one side and 30 persons, 20 persons on one side, 10 persons on one side. I thought that the 10 people supposed to be running away from the 20 persons. How come you are 20 and the other people side got only 10 persons and the side got 20 persons running away? It just does not make sense. It's not making, nothing is making sense here yet. And that's the maturity in my mind Snow was referencing, the manner and form that the House is proceeding. That's the maturity he was talking about. He went further to say, even say how when they have issues, they go for that lunch or in our lunch room after their session, everything, they sit there and what? And they trash their issues. They will shout, raise their voices above each other, and they will iron the issues. He say he can tell one of group carry them on snow farm in Bomi. Then you tell one of group she carry them on her farm in Basa if she get one say. And they go sit down there, or Primo he carry a owner group on a farm in Broncante, and they go sit there. He said we can go in our lunch room either before session or after session. We can even go in the morning, we go for breakfast, we take tea, everything. We can go in our lunch room. We shout at each other, raise our voices at each other, resolve our issues, and we go to session. He says so it's like a family. And that's leadership for me. That's how leaders are supposed to behave. But you can't be running. You can't be running. Then you say you won't solve problem. How do you solve problem? So when you see the citizens are coming up tomorrow and say, you know, I've been with tired. We are going tomorrow to march to the capital, a non-political gathering, a non-partisan gathering. Think of the organizers are visible, you know them. A non-partisan gathering, a non-political gathering, a gathering of citizens from different electoral districts across the country are converging at the capital with their placards. I hear that they say they should go wear handkerchief. They should go with their placards, that wear cloth or wear handkerchief or anything, waving in the air and everything, and marching to the capital to call on their lawmakers or demand their lawmakers to return to work. Their action has provoked the citizens to come outside tomorrow. Listen to what Martin Luther King Jr. said. Let's listen to him. I love this guy.
In one of the most momentous periods of human history, and in these days of emotional tension, when the problems of the world are gigantic in extent and chaotic in detail, all men of goodwill must make the right decisions. And on Tuesday, 1 week from today, the people of this nation must decide whether they want America to remain true to the great words of the founding fathers. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We must decide whether those words will be firmly etched into the structure of our nation, or whether we will allow our nation to be relegated to a second-rate power in the world with no moral voice. We must decide next Tuesday whether America will take the high road of justice and peace and compassion for the poor and underprivileged, or whether this nation will tread the low road of man's inhumanity to man, of injustice, of short-sightedness. Each of us has a moral responsibility, if we are of voting age and if we are registered, to participate in that decision. I come here to urge every person under the sound of my voice to go to the polls on the 3rd of November and vote your convictions. Now, I know you're intelligent people, and I don't need to tell you who you should vote for. I don't have any fear about that. You know who to vote for.
And so, W, that's why we're here tonight. You see, when President says, hey, folks, this conversation is not about Austin. It's not about Randall Dubayu. It's not about Freedom FM. This conversation, this gathering is not about Molly Sese Hedino Cody or Cecilia Logan or Obi Harding. No, the conversation tonight and tomorrow is not about how sound you are. The conversation tonight is about the speech President Sirleaf delivered very short of recent on her birthday. President Sirleaf sent a message to all of us. And I don't want us to be tying that message to only the members of the three branches of the government. You can't wait my inbound for G's, isn't it? They get you G's. Yes. The message is about this country. Those of you in the US, Canada, Australia, in the diaspora, and all of you honor our voices tonight. The conversation is not whether Freedom FM is brave and supported the government or not. The conversation has reached a point where a former president in Ellen Johnson Sirleaf has gotten involved. The conversation has reached a point where all of us must get involved. You know why? Because the legislature is the first place that anything that is supposed to affect our livelihoods, anything that is supposed to impact our living condition, that's where it goes. That's where it starts from. That is why the framers of our Constitution gave the legislature the authority, the responsibility to exercise oversight over all of the other structure or systems of the government, or sectors of the government. Because they realize that lawmaker or that legislature is where the people who represent your direct interests, that's where they are seated. In that place, the people who represent your direct interests, that's where they are seated. In that house. And so, the issues that affect you directly, it is expected that those lawmakers should be familiar with the issues that affect us directly, the members of the house. They must be aware. They must be familiar with the issues that affect us directly. When we do not have safe drinking water, the house must be, members of the house must be in the know because they live in the communities. They are from the communities. When our roads are terrible, they are supposed to know because they live in the community. They know the problems. They know the conditions of the people. The people take these conditions to them. When no safe drinking water, the people go to their representative. That's how they call them representative. They are the direct representative for us. When no high school in your community, you take it to them. And they're supposed to pull it to, supposed to develop a bill to submit to their colleagues to ask them to elevate an elementary school or a junior high school to high school level so that community can have a high school. They are our direct representatives. And so to see them acting carelessly and recklessly in the public glare, it says the least about our democracy in our country. That's what Martin Luther King was clear. Yes, this is the crossroad. The decision we make today, where you sitting, hating the fact that we do not support Joe Biden. But on this one, where you sitting tonight, it's about time. It's about you. It's about time that you make a decision. Let's sit down and say, where we are now, the budget is going before the House. Even Vanny Sherman, the lawyer who represented the people who call themselves the majority bloc, Vanny Sherman admitted during the hearing that yes, my clients have not been proceeding legally. Councillor Vanny Sherman also admitted during the conference that yes, Councillor Funati Kofa remains the speaker until he is removed. Finally, Shimon admit during the conference that Speaker Kofa has not been given due process. Then he concludes by saying Kofa is entitled to due process and he must be given due process. And due process is only given in a court of competent jurisdiction. Due process is only allowed. It's not given in a court of competent jurisdiction. The plaintiff of the house is considered as a quasi one. But he is entitled to. So even your lawyer is saying you're being proceeding illegally. Even your lawyer is saying this man remains a speaker until he is removed, legally removed. So who else you want to counter and say you go follow the legal process and remove this man? Liberia is at a crossroad. It's a time we are at a point where we say to the international community and our partners that we do not have a democracy, we have a country of men and not laws. We are at a crossroad. What we say to our partners and our potential investors, if there are some waiting to come and invest, it's about time that we send a message to them to say either we have boss in the legislature or we have men in the house. Because boss will not easily understand the complication or the complexity of issues. Men will understand that. It's about time the country is at a point where we're about to say the Senate to get have session. Because they legally recognize leadership of the House is not getting quorum. So the Senate will have to shut down. They do not have an option. And the message you send to people out there is that we are a group of confused and disjointed people, or people with disjointed plan. We do not have plan for our country. We do not have plan for our people or our constituents that we represent. Our plans are only about ourselves. Only about ourselves. We tell you leave from the hotel and you're still at the hotel. Today, see what's happening. Imagine a lawmaker is chasing a 21-year-old girl, begging her, offering her $40,000 just to delete and destroy his naked video. What were you doing in RLJ? The girl got a naked video. If you are being in it, that's why the state structure our country in the manner, structure our government in this manner. That's why the state say, the law say, hey, they play all of you when we elect you, we build in a place that when you get issues, when you're aggrieved, that you can argue your issues and debate your issues. The law say when you in that chamber, anything you say there, you cannot be held liable. That's what the law says. In that chamber, anything you say there, you cannot be held liable. In that chamber, anything you do there, you cannot be held liable. You can be prosecuted for what you do, what you say in that place. Because the law wants us to be comfortable, to be more relaxed, and to be relaxed and feel comfortable in doing your job without fear. So the law protecting you. They say that place. They say when you're going to work, leaving work, all day you can be arrested because they want you to feel safe and comfortable to do your work. Then the theater that is created for you to go there and argue and debate and take political actions, take legal actions, take business action, take religious action, make religious decision, make business decision, make political decision, make legal decision. In that theater, in that chamber, you can make any decision there. Political, religious, social, any decision you can make in that chamber. You are protected by the law. Then you get your irresponsible self from there. You carry your irresponsible self to RLJ, to a hotel. In serious environment, that place doesn't even qualify to be a hotel. That is a mere motel. A mere motel, you take people, responsible people, we abandon their homes, abandon their case, and go to a motel, a glorified motel, to be there. Now you're begging 21-year-old girl, 22-year-old girl to say, offering $40,000 to delete your new video. If it was in the interest of the state, what were you doing with girls? What are they doing there? If you're reflecting, If you are going down there to hold together and reflect on the importance of your actions that you want to take or that you are taking. Group of married men all have their kids and wives living at their homes. You go down there, I said to say they're having all girls party. You go to RLJ Monday, Tuesday, I said to say they're having all girls party. They're going there because those guys have decided to publicly display how useless, irresponsible, reckless, and careless they are. So they go there and you see girls stupid in there. They're having girls party, all girls party, leaving the important things that they have to do for our country. Do you all think we are happy? Do you all think the people are satisfied? Listen to some of the citizens. Listen to some of them. Maybe you think people are satisfied with the manner in which you are proceeding.
For the past 6 years with your government, and we are
after this, you coming in.
The one that's doing the cleaning all and thing. Since Joseph Boakai for the past 6 years, since Joseph Boakai took over for the past 3 months, they be demanding us to come to work every day. For me, I pay $450 to where I live to come here and $450 to go back. Every day they will take listing for oil carry. But I was surprised yesterday, the minister called and she want to have a meeting with us. So we got there, Paulina came, and Paulina said there is no budget for us. She's not going to pay us, and she put it all down. Maybe when she get money the 15th or next month, she will pay us. For everybody that work on a job, we are government, she will put everybody down, and that's what she did. So we got angry, we went to the mansion in group, 730 persons. Paulina, she said, Joe, we have put her father down when he was working. So anybody that work on a job, we are with him, that job, we are put there, she will put them down. Paulina, so therefore she came and said, she's not working with us again, and she didn't pay us. So I saw that we work in this government for the past 6 years. And then for the 3 months that Joseph Walker got there, we've been working early in the morning, we can't early in the morning, can't work. We have been working for the past 6 months. So they should get our pay so that we can go and sit down. That's how she left. So we should go and sit down and wait for the 15th.
Listen to something. These are the things that are happening with your lawmakers. Can't listen to how people are discussing one of your lawmakers about new videos. The men are saying he's sitting down here and foundation number 8 and passing around and going to RLJ to remove people. Y'all listen keenly. I'm about to play you a series of recordings. That audio. And the audio I'm about to play you, and you know when people go to football game, then the football game finish. Then they come back and they start arguing the different events or scenes from the game. I'm going to play that one. I just teaser. Listen. Y'all got lawmakers.
The man that met with Joy's signature, CEO Russell, the 15,000 or the 25,000 about to receive. See, you receive 15,000, they give 25% of that money. So you can donate that money to charity. Or, yeah, not only the 25, get all to you. So we can donate that money to charity.
But we get mad. The 50K was the loan.
CEO, the prince to even withdraw his signature or in lobby with Kuri to withdraw that signature. I'm kindly appealing to you. A prince to can make available the money that was given to him to carry on that terrorist act so it can be donated to charity by you or you, CEO, drop the video. Until they make the money available that we donate that money to a charity organization in that world. Or can carry to any hospital that needed more. They are more simply in this way.
My people, listen to this guy. I want you guys to listen to this guy, one of the participants in this conversation, how he's thinking, and compare yeah, sure. In my brand, no, I'm aware. He's my late. He used to be my uncle. That's my uncle. Sure. Now, I need you all to listen to this guy. This man is considered a layman. See how he's thinking about Liberians. Imagine there one man Prince to on a negative video account. They may say the way Prince to baking. That again, not to release it. They were Pristo begging. The man is saying, even a Pristo will draw a signature for that petition. He now will draw you. The man is saying, the layman is saying, Pristo must pay money to them so they can use it as charity to go and buy and give donation to people in need. Then he mentioned hospital. The hospitals do not have drugs. Listen to this again. Ordinary man, how he's thinking.
A prince to even withdraw his signature or a lobby will put you to withdraw that signature. I'm kindly appealing to you. A prince to can make available the money that was given to him to carry on that terrorist act so it can be donated to charity by you or you, CEO, W. Until the man can make the money available that will donate that money to a charity organization. That
see that disgrace to Prince too.
Carry to any hospital that needed more, they are more sick when they go here in this way. We can give to them.
There are more sick people, more clinics in his own district. He must pay that money so they can donate it to clinics and hospitals that are in need of medication in his hospital. That layman is thinking like this. Prince told basically having uncontrollable sex at RLG. The layman thinking about the people without good medical care or medical condition or medical facilities in district number 8. Listen to a female coming advocate on Prince To's behalf. Listen.
Yeah, boy, we're in a group for the video. That our CEO you want used to pay your debt to me. That the name more you want used to eat paper, so more you want used to eat paper. If we be remember when you pointing your finger at somebody and the 5 finger that you sending won't come back to you. One day. Well, I know the Bible or the story I know what funny to fuck that they have to see, what funny to see that they have to fuck. I praise total now. So you all behind us. So you know you want to talking, say the memo, chappy. Remember, they war around. Tony, I know Maya or Maya. They war around. Today, I saw Mario. You talking, CEO, chappy, CEO, don't listen. No problem, all I remember, I was CEO, won't get problem. Remember too that technology what we living in you. What goes around comes around. Yes, so they say be your brother, keep up. No, I don't often talk in a group, but we should people are supposed to talk.
Yeah, because our interest involved.
My CEO share my voice, no, my tell you. You share and I get problem where I won't begin. I pay God to begin, God talk to him. So to not be there. He be talking. When they are there, the CEO there for his people, for his who say people, if for us, if for everybody, not for one person. So no problem. See you me a baking, you are advocating, you are me, you living here, papa. Don't man tuning in on our side. You be my neighbor, all is smarting also, papa. Me, I want to work from my want to come to your God forbid, in case of emergency, me, I want to roll. I want to be calling from Africa to Africa, QC to check on you. 25.
So, this is where our country has reached. Dubai. This is where our country has reached. We've reached a point where the morale or the morality of our society, the morality of the legislature is fast running down the drain because of the qualities of and the lifestyle of people we send to the legislature, particularly the House. So you see what we're discussing now? At this point, we should be discussing all Gafan is sending a recast budget. At this point, we should be discussing inviting Gafan and the LRA people to kind of have conversation about our revenue performance and all of that. The House has not taken any serious action for the last 3 weeks going to 1 month. As if they say nothing is happening in the country. But what we are discussing now is lawmakers. There are five of them. They are 5. 5 of them. That's how they have reduced themselves to passing around and begging people. When they should be in their constituencies, visiting their different constituencies, the different communities, ascertaining the realities surrounding the living conditions of the people. How are you people living here? How do you people get food to eat? Where do you people get food to eat? What is the water condition like? Central Malaria has water issue, water problem. These are basic needs that human being, to be called a human being, you should not be able to go out. You cannot do without, you cannot survive without these basic needs. Our lawmaker say we not want a man. But say we not want him, we will not go sit down in front of him to tell him we not want him. We will sit back and store everything. The Americans are already concerned about the news of bribery. And these are part of the reasons why we are encouraging all of you listening to us. You don't have to support my political side. I don't have to support your political side. But when it comes to issues that concern the morality of our country, when it comes to issues that affect or that concern the integrity of our system, we all have to come together to push one agenda. I was telling somebody all day, I said, okay, a friend called me from Abidjan, and we were having a conversation yesterday. He saw a post from one of my friends from Bombing, a childhood friend from Bombing. I will not call his name. I'll show him the childhood friend listen to this show so he will know I'm talking about him. He had been doing a lot of denigrating posts about George Weah of recent. Since we are going to present the Ballon d'Or, he has been doing a lot of denigrating posts about George Weah. So a colleague from Abidjan saw the post and shared one of the posts with me. They asked, is this guy referring to your, they still call him president. Is this guy referring to your president? Then I sent smiling emoji. Then he said, no, this is not serious. Can I call you? And then he called me. That's how people outside the country take a few people in this country very serious and important. He said, the guy said, I want to call to say one thing. You all are media people. And this is your responsibilities. He said, George Weah did not have to pass through the foundation of your traditional academic infrastructures. The fact that he has grown to where he is, to the extent that when you see him, you see Liberia. You do not have to see Liberia flag. Just see him, you see Liberia. He said, it does not have to be, he said, it shouldn't be an option to cherishing and protecting and celebrating. It should not be an option. He said, you see, Didier did not go to school. But he said in Africa, he's a king. Yaya is a king. Or Kodo is a king. Then he made reference to Togo. He said, you see, Adebayo, if you go to Togo, Adebayo is celebrated as a king. He said, go to other African countries. Mame Kalon and Insta Radio. See how people talk about them. How people celebrate them, jealously protect them. People can fight if people try. Because you know what? The people see those other citizens, they are responsible citizens, they are literate citizens. They see those people as a symbol that they can use, or a conduit that they can use to project the qualities of that country outside there. That they can use to project the image of their country outside there. That they can use to easily see Liberia's potential. So those are people are using people like Didi and other people to sell their country potentials. In Liberia, we're using our own to denigrate our country. And we think doing so is denigrating. That's the illiteracy of our society. Then we take bunch of lawmakers, people who send them to Capitol building, they are even behaving more illiterate than the ones who did not go to classroom. Than the ones who are living in on the outskirts of Monrovia. Some of them born, some of them were born in the urban area, grew up in the urban area, went to school in the urban area. They didn't have the time to live or spend in the rural areas. But they are still behaving illiterate. And this is the morality of the society Luther King was talking about. We have to promote, we have to support, we have to protect the morale of the society. A society without moral can never make progress. Any society that does not have moral, that society will never ever make progress. Because you know why? Leaders will steal and justify that stealing. So you never make progress. Then worst of it, the society does not have moral. Then the society is illiterate, or the people are illiterate. So the leaders do not have moral. The people are illiterate. So the leaders will steal from us. They will corrupt us. They will run our public infrastructure bankrupt. And what do? And they come to justify. And because of the illiteracy of the society, we buy into their justification and accept their justification and start to hold placards to celebrate them instead of chasing them out. And we expect that a country of such will progress, will make progress, will grow. That's not possible. It's not possible. Tobias, I see you wanted to come in, and then we can end, and then we can take it. But so tomorrow we are marching up Capitol Hill, and we are encouraging all of you to join the march up Capitol Hill. It's very important. That's why we want to allot enough time for you to open the telephone lines. We only want you to call and tell us that you are going or tell us that you are supporting. Those of you in the diaspora, all of our people, I want to appreciate all of you tonight. All of you, I want to appreciate you in the diaspora. You are not here, but your presence are being felt here because you've been contributing a lot. You've been contributing a lot to all of the projects that intend to build our country, to strengthen our democracy, and build the morale of our political system. So we want to celebrate you. You don't have to be here to contribute to your country. That the calls you make, the thank you messages that you send every day for the work we do, the little support you send to the different projects in Liberia, we appreciate everything. And so we here on the ground, we mobilize the people, we will rally the people, we talk to them and encourage them to come out tomorrow in their numbers. Come out tomorrow like you were coming out walking on the ring in the feces, water, and all of that for politicians who are doing nothing today. All the support you made, people die in the political struggle. They die for people, in the defense of people. What are they getting today? What are the family members benefiting today? Nothing. The country is appearing, the country is looking like everything on pause. Like the entire system is retrogressing. And the people that are supposed to fix the system are not fixing the system, they are spoiling the system. And pushing the country into social bankruptcy. And that's why you all must come up tomorrow. You must come out tomorrow and stand up to your leaders and speak truth to them. And so we encourage you tomorrow to come out. All of you. If you want to cut the job, do it. Because the students will be there. The teachers will join them. Healthcare workers will be there. People from all walks of the society, the professionals and the unprofessional people, the skilled and the unskilled. Everybody will be there tomorrow. And we are urging you to join them. Let's for once, only day one. I say different one. I say just for this one, let's send a message. Because the earlier we send this message, the better it is, or the better it's going to be for our society. Dubayu, it's your time. If you're there, you want to come, you can come in And then after that, we can go to the telephone lines and pick calls. We've been doing some jobs behind the scene for people to give them money. And so we talk to them, make the calls and talk to them, some of the winners and those of you from the different places who want to get your assurances from and your commitments that you will call in. Dubai, if you can come in. I don't know. See, let me check. Okay, so let's take calls. Let's take calls while we're doing the cash giveaway behind the scene, doing your jobs. That call we are going to make the call. So for those of you in the diaspora who want to participate on the show tonight, we have one number for you. So you want to participate on this fellowship tonight, you can call us on +231 886 500 104. Again, for those of you in the diaspora who want to call on the show, you can call us on +231 886 500 104. That's the number to call from the diaspora. For those of you here on the ground, the numbers to call are 0886 500 104 and 0776 104 104. Those are the numbers to call and be a part of the show tonight. I'm not seeing. Okay, yes, I'm not seeing. So let's see what we try to take your calls. Let's be doing some jaws here. Hello, let's hear you. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. I'm better. How are you?
I'm okay. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm second sponsor with you. I do join you from the rehab deal.
We are mobilizing for tomorrow's march. Will you be available?
Absolutely. I will take my personal time to be there because the attitude of those lawmakers, it really seems to be an abuse of power to win the electorate. Won't put them to that period sector. If all alone, I listened to a representative fully formulated saying that they will go into the joint chamber. So many are not honoring the ruling of the Supreme Court. If you have the majority member, why can you go on your chambers and just senators? They have already said, instead of them doing things and all, it's just so embarrassing for every time the country should be printed out to the world in that type of manner. It's simple. For we the youth, we the citizens, we the students, we are tired of this thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I like that. We are tired and we are going to be there tomorrow. The youth, the students tomorrow. It's their time for you to stand up to your leaders and tell them enough is enough and let's do something else. Let's do it another way around. We can't keep doing it the same way over and over and over and over and expect different results. That's not going to be possible. Hello, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Okay, this is Austin Kawai. I'm calling you from Freedom FM.
Hello?
This is Austin. I'm calling you from Freedom FM. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
What is your name?
My name is Ezekiel.
Ezekiel, check your phone. We just send you $5,000. You play the cash giveaway, right?
Yeah.
Okay, check your phone. Okay, thank you. Let's hear this person. Good evening to you. Thanks for joining us. Will you be at the rally tomorrow?
Yeah, Austin, I will surely be on March tomorrow. The name is Ishmael Kamara. I'm going tonight from Painesville.
Okay.
You know, Austin, when I sit and listen to my radio following the situation over the last 2 to 3 weeks now, you know, it just appeared to me so insensitive. It appeared to me to be so much stupid. Sorry for my word. You know, for a group of people who claim to be educated and who are even the people who are making our laws to choose to follow the path that is unlawful, and then they choose to justify. I mean, they beat the imagination of any sound person. Now, what we are tonight, and on war, we have to stay into the faces of those guys and tell them that Liberia is a country of law. Now, all of those things that people should just come to power and think that Liberia is taken for free ride. All of those things. So tomorrow we are going to make our forces for our different communities. We are going to mobilize our people for all war, and that we can be able to move for our different homes and to wherever that our people is needed for us to meet tomorrow in the different locations. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Let's hear somebody else. Next person, go ahead.
Hello?
Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm Molu Tamara calling from Telecom Community, Bonus Farm.
We are listening to you. Let's hear you. Will you be at the march tomorrow?
Yes, of course, I will be there. I listen to District Number 7, Bone County Lawmaker, for the formula talking Tabata. But I just want to urge him from the march tomorrow, he need to reconsider whatever thinking that he have, or else he should be looking for another hotel either in China or whatsoever to go reside, because his personal protests are waiting him from Lower Bone District 7.
Thank you very much. That's how we want. Man, Sisi, let's hear you. Will you be at the protest tomorrow? Will you march along tomorrow?
Good evening, Austin.
Good evening. Let's hear you. Marching at the capital tomorrow.
Yeah, this is my sister calling from Cloudtown to the people develop here. They didn't yet get. So, Austin, I'm after tonight because I don't move to all the record after the directed to this country. I'm still on it. I'm still on the road telling my want to. To go to get water tomorrow to drink. I will tell myself before I said I will drink water. I will be at our march tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We'll show up that thing that they will never forget in their life. Tell they say it's stupid, what I did. Who get that power that you see all in the country, and they are also in the country, people about young girls there. They will still be hoping. And if you want to be there, they are put to us. See you tomorrow. Don't go tomorrow. Tomorrow go.
Thank you, man. Sisi. Let's take more calls. We need to hear you tonight. Liberians, call and speak your mind. Your folks, your colleagues are coming out tomorrow to march to the capital and send a message. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Anthony Join you from Carwell to be conference down through this event.
Anthony, your colleagues are marching tomorrow. Will you march tomorrow?
My guys are fully prepared, and now we are talking our own time now, preparing for the trip tomorrow at the Capitol building. We need to set precedent. If we don't do this, time will come without the money. Say, oh, the whole country, the lawmaker already do the country off. So we're not set this time around. We're going to march at the Capitol in a peaceful manner tomorrow, moving forward and telling the legislature that we need the law to be fulfilled. We need it tomorrow. So, my man, we are on camera. So, by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll be picking up. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Tomorrow by 6, they will be picking up. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you. Please go ahead quickly. Go ahead. We're listening to you. Will you march tomorrow?
We are going to make those people that call themselves educated or responsible people that feel like they are making law for Liberia, but not knowing that they are showing exactly who they are as it relates to their integrity issue. But this is it, Austin. It's unfortunate when you found a group of people, thousands of Liberians that are fighting for jobs yearly. And they cannot even get $100 US job, but they are still under the rain and sun trying to vote those people, and they are making fun out of the Liberian people. You know, going in hotels. Can you imagine those people are going to say, lawmaker, even when you're not married, why do you in hotel? You're already being irresponsible by not even showing your responsibility or your function as a lawmaker. Then you go in a hotel. It's for the whole country. Leaving your wife and children at home, or your legal relationship at home, and taking advantage of our little sister for little or nothing. The same money you stealing from us. What kind of sense, man? I don't know where the people they are in a red man, but we'll show them that Liberia is a country of law.
That's why we are marching tomorrow of the capital. Let's hear the next person. Will you march tomorrow at the capital?
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
Yes, my name is Washington, Secretary General of the Liberian Movement, and I call from DPO. I appreciate you for the discussion. On tomorrow, the civil rights movement will be there because we believe in justice. We are not there to gathering there to protest on Kofa or to go against it. We are there for the right thing to be done. We will not allow anybody to go to the joint session area of the whole houses where they always have their regular session, where the representatives have their regular session, where everybody will go on tomorrow. If you want to remove the speaker, follow the law. While we are going there, for the law. So remember, all the civil rights movement will be there on tomorrow for on the lawmaker to do the rightful thing. Because if you continue to violate the law, then what will become of the ordinary people? So we will not accept that. We will be there in our number for on them to do the right thing. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's talk to somebody, and then we'll come back. We'll talk to some of our winners on the cash giveaway. You still have 10 minutes to win $5,000 tonight. Hello, good evening to you. Good evening to you. How are you? Will you march tomorrow?
I'm going to over there. Now you want Johnson. I'll be in front tomorrow.
Mambenu Yango, the great fighter.
Benu Yango tomorrow. Be there. I'll be to the capital. My representative for Sota and Panta. I'm going to him.
That's correct. Thank you so much. Let's hear somebody else. Tomorrow is the day. Will you be at the capital tomorrow? Are you marching?
Now I will go there, but I'm going for the of the lawbreaker. Lawbreaker, if more lawyers are more people who are seated in motel, because the place is now a hotel, that place of hotel. We are going for them, and I will be taking a chairman. Your tell wherever you have one protester call from Sokin here. He say he's coming for you to take you to your office. Say you don't know your office. The office is not George Timor, or his office is not in a motel room. I'm coming for Koga. I will tell Koga Koga that he's going to do it a very well. And the Constitution told him a specific area to do it. The general office. The office space is in the chamber of the legislator. So I'm going to get you tomorrow to take you to your office.
How will you get in?
I'm a weightlifter. I will lift you up.
Oh.
I can do that weightlifting.
Oh, man. No, we said no. We said no physical thing. We just go walk the flag out.
No, you know that I'll be locomoting man. So now you know you can use car, yeah. So now you can use car, you can use all. So I will use that gift to get it real quick. So just for you to the office.
Thank you.
Transportation.
Thank you. Let's talk to Kude. Kude, go ahead.
Hello, everybody. This is for my people from Slipway. I'm asking all those that live in Slipway, if you can make it up Crown Hill, y'all please go to the capital tomorrow. Y'all go and show that your rights should be seen and heard by your so-called useless, worthless lawmaker. Please, people from Slipway and Crown Hill, I beg y'all go down there. Please. If not, y'all will cry plenty. Please, I beg you. No for life is now. I'm calling for America. I beg you. Please, we beg you. Y'all go about no violence. No violence. Please do not take the law into your hands. Please, we beg you. Thank you.
Show no violence tomorrow, and we will not support any form of violence tomorrow. Let's hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, hello?
Hello, you live. Let's hear you. Talk to us. Tell us, will you be there tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow we're going. I carry my mattress. I carry canopy. We're going to build our canopy. Then they have mattress.
We're going to build our canopy and our mattress. That's good. Let's hear somebody else. Will you march on tomorrow? Are you marching along with us tomorrow?
Good evening, Austin Kawa.
Let's hear you.
And good evening to the lovely people of Lofa and Liberia. So I'm James Lama Kamara, head of the Liberian Civil Rights Movement. We are also in support of the march to the capital tomorrow to ensure that we inform our lawmakers that the Liberia yesterday is not Liberia today, because we do believe that the laws of the country should be opposed by each and every citizen. So they are lawmakers who are there making the law should not be the one violating the law. So we are going to tell them if they are not responsible, we are going to tell them to be responsible to the victims of the liability. So thank you very much for that opportunity.
Thank you very much. Let's hear somebody else. Oh, I see we lost this person. Okay, this person can do. Hello, go ahead. Hello. Let's hear you.
Is it Freedom FM?
You are live on Freedom FM.
Thank you, my brother. I'm the representative for the representatives. The people they are there is some serious people because if they want a job, they can be pure. If they not getting the job, they want to see what the pay attention to like the 7 to 8 years, they start the world. If they get paid, they just for all we do is plain no way because they do all that.
Okay, we're talking to that. It's a game, everybody. Yeah, it's a game. Let's hear this person. Go ahead, 30 seconds.
This is political science. I'm correct on this. Thank you for your support. Granted, but I don't want people to go and protest because you go to protest, where would be your income? If you think that 15K, that 20K is paying for 20 days, 40,000 per week, then you want to protest. Where are you going to protest for? For what?
What you say, my man? What you say, my man? My man, let's see what you say. What you say? I hear you.
Are you going to protest for what?
Did you listen? What you say your name?
I'm
Sanyima from Lofa County, right? Hey, the moment listen, when you call the show, they can listen you. You're not on air. You're not on air, so you gotta listen. You are not on the radio, so you have to listen. When people call on the show, they can listen. You can't call, you be talking. You gotta talk. Hello?
Yes.
When you call on the show, you have to listen. When you talk, then you have to listen.
Okay, I listen.
Yeah, so people can just talk, call, then they just start talking. So you say, why are people going to protest for? Did you listen to this show from the beginning?
I listened to all my brother. You know my show.
Okay, no, but if I show you now, I be asking why the people going to protest for. I mean, you didn't hear or you didn't understand.
I don't ask question. I say why the term of them going to protest? Why?
The term?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
You from District 16, right?
I'm from District 16. Good sir.
Your lawmaker. You just use District Civil as an example.
Yeah.
Your lawmaker leaves his district.
Yeah.
Nukuta got issue about water, safe drinking water. Nukuta has sanitation issue. Nukuta has electricity issue, stable electricity issue.
Everything will
your lawmaker is supposed to be in the session, in plenary, debating on your behalf those issues, right?
Yeah.
He leaves the session because he wants to remove somebody. He goes to a hotel or a motel. They're there for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. They're there. They're not discussing. They're not having any conversation. They're doing nothing. Then they are not in session and they are not in Lukutan or they're not in Seaport Bridge. And they are in a hotel. Will you feel fun if that happens to you? Will you like it?
When you let them, that's why we feel fun because we let them. Now you let them this one because that.
You're not getting it. No. I'm asking, will you like it? Will you like it? My man, don't hear my man. You send that Joseph Baga. I can't Joseph Baga style argument. Hello, let's hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you, my brother.
My name is Abu El Sayon and I joined from Lamitan as a community.
From Lamitan, let's hear you.
Yeah, I hope to be on the march tomorrow because you know our representative in president of Honorable Sebi Jala. I'm very disappointed in him because you know the district has been lagging for representative for the past 18 years. So for me, I know whatever, but majority of people whatever, so I think it's my representative.
Sure.
But even the district, apparently the schools are lack of chairs. They only have schools a lot of so many teachers. For example, the science department, there's no teachers. For this reason, students on some other hand cannot pass in the world. So leaving the district and going to sleeping hotel is very, very bad for our district.
And the mayor elected, the mayor replaced Haja Fata Sanya Wevo.
Yeah. That's why I say I'm very, very much disappointed in him. So I'm urging everybody in the district, some other in Dawn district, to be part of this march tomorrow. I hope to be there. God bless tomorrow. I hope to be there. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Good evening to you. March up the Capitol. March at the Capitol tomorrow.
I'm speaking from District 10.
District 10.
Yeah, but for security reason, my name is not there. But I want to question the police. Let them guard the installation and guard the protester. They should not be the first to use offensive operation tomorrow. Nobody got it. Everybody say they go for peaceful march to express their grievances so that our lawmaker will do the right thing. So you police officers that will go there tomorrow, they'll say, you know, I want to start bringing people with water. Mind your installation, mind your ministry. You see people around the ministry, that machine, then you can take action. That's my part of caution. But the people get it right, they got the right to demonstrate. But nothing going on straight in this country. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This person, let's hear you. Are you marching tomorrow?
Hello?
Hello, I'm asking you, are you marching tomorrow?
Hello?
Okay, this person is not hearing me, so we have to take somebody who has a better audio to talk to. We want to take the last two calls. Hello?
Yeah, hello, okay.
This is Austin. Okay, give me your radio turn.
Hello?
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 Hello. How are you? This is not KOK. This is Austin. KOK can be on radio at this time. Oh.
Okay, hello, Austin.
How are you? Call your name quickly. Let's hear you. Are you marching tomorrow?
My name is Mamusu Joko. I'm Larry Omega. Will be in our number, but I'm advising nobody should wear party t-shirts and let everybody be in the number tomorrow. We are preparing ourselves. We are already on camp tonight. So after this report, we are going to take our lawmaker, Marcus someone from Empower, because he lied to us. He said he was going to face our bridge. Since he left from our community, our roads poor, he never returned back. He's very, very ungrateful. He can lie. He is a criminal. So we tired with his leadership. So we are preparing ourselves for tonight.
Thank you very much. They are preparing themselves for tonight. They're going to march tomorrow to call the lawmakers to action. Let's hear you, my brother. You are the last caller. My playboy won't call this show. You call it. You want your time, brother T, YMR, YFA. Hello, let's hear you.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Kevin. I'm Pablo.
Toothbrush?
Yeah.
Why are you going to brush tomorrow? Who tea you going to brush tomorrow?
I want to tell you I brush tomorrow.
Who?
Because I think the brush and Bobby book going on it. I want to be here.
Thank you. Last caller, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Let's hear you.
I will not call my name. I'm on District 12. But I read here around Capital Benin, I think with 25 men already. You got what the dog said. Don't worry. Something more before you go over here.
Oh, man. You disclosing your strategy.
What?
You disclosing your strategy.
No, I think we are done here. We're already around here already. Yeah, I'm on District 12, but we're here. 57 years old man. I got 25 men already. We are done already. So we're here. Before daybreak, we'll be right here. So man, then we're taking it out tomorrow. We'll make sure they follow the law. Thank you.
Dubai, this is where we are. Oh, I think I lost Dubai. Okay. So folks, let me conclude by saying this to all of you. You see, this society is ours. And if we do not muster the courage and the bravery to stand up to our leaders and demand from them what they are required to do or what they ought to do, it means we too will equally share the guilt that other people will be shifting or ascribing to them. But history will judge us and you who will stand with us in ensuring that we send a message to our leaders that enough is enough. And the march of the capital tomorrow is intended to send a message that enough is enough, and this is where you belong, and you must leave where you are and come to where you belong, where the Constitution will recognize you, where your rule will accept you, and you can go ahead and do your business and take whatever political or social or religious action you want to take. But you will not take it outside here. And we'll call for peace, peaceful gathering tomorrow. We are hearing a lot of things. We are seeing a lot of things. We are in a number of chat rooms. The folks have organized a chat room from the other side. They call themselves, let me see the name of the chat room. Kuso is not here to put it on the screen, but let me show it to you and see whether you see it. Those of you who can see, you see this, you see the name? Stand with the majority block, right? Let me wipe it small and put it to the screen so you can see it clearly. Open a chat room. Stand with the majority block. You see it? A chat room they open. Those are small, irresponsible children we told you. They just open chat room not too long. We get 85 members in the chat room. You see? We're only getting everything. All the names of those in the chat room. We got all their names. Why I don't know how to do, don't attach sentiments to do them. We are not a conversation. Let's statement the issue in a chat room. You see the statement the issue in a chat room? Is a memorandum to chiefs, chief of staff, and staff members of the 43 lawmakers of the anti-COFA majority bloc and central administration staff supporting the majority bloc from anti-COFA staff mobilization caucus. Anti-COFA staff mobilization caucus. I want to call it, say, date November 4, 2024. And we'll have that whole statement here. Eh? The memorandum serves as a formal call for all chiefs. I don't give publicity. So all that thing you're doing already on top of it. That's all we can say. The rest will be said, and the necessary actions will be taken behind the scene. So we know there are plans to disrupt and plan people tomorrow and everything, but don't worry, everything under control. Eh? Everything is under control. Everything is under control.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up on your...
So that's it. Thanks to all of you for worshiping with us, for fellowshipping with us tonight.
Whip your hands, whip your...
Whether you use our online radio or our Facebook Live,
Okay, let's go.
or you use your manual radio or your telephone or your car radio, we say thanks for following us. Thanks for watching us. Tomorrow is the D-Day. We all will be there in our casual wears. Come in your white, no party t-shirt, no party cap, nothing resembles political party tomorrow. Don't wear anything that resembles political party tomorrow. It's not a political gathering. And we'll see you in political party t-shirt and material tomorrow. We'll ask you to leave the gathering. Until we see tomorrow, have yourselves
With the promises that left us to all our damages.
a perfect good night. Bye-bye.
Preach the preach indeed, and now you need to deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrates us. So